Looking forward to going to Tuscaloosa Saturday night, 6:45 their time, 7:45 Eastern. So it'll be a late one getting back, but that's okay. Seems like we play a little bit better at 7:30 than we have at 3:30. So hopefully that'll help us a bit. When you look at Alabama, you notice how experienced these guys are. You wonder why they're so good. They got, I think, 7 seniors on defense starting and 2 juniors. And on offense, really only 3 seniors and 4 juniors. But they're an experienced team. The guys have all been there. The quarterback's in his 3rd year, at least, McElroy. And that's why they're such a solid team. But anyway, we don't need to tell you how good they are. Everybody knows how good they are. It appears they and Florida are probably the top 2 right now in the country, the way it's played out. But we're looking forward to going over there and see what happens. Obviously, we got to play a whole bunch better than we've been playing to get in the game with them. So that's what we will try to do. Most of our guys are pretty healthy right now. Wesley Saunders should be back. And offensively, heck, we're, I guess, about as full strength as we could be. Defensively, of course, we've lost a few guys, and hurts us a little bit. Trading Robertson probably is a big loss inside there a bit, and Rodney Paul. But other than that, we're looking forward to seeing what happens over there in Tuscaloosa. Any questions? No questions, Scott? Come on, Scott.
Coach, do you think top to bottom, the SEC West is more talented than the SEC East?
I don't know about all that. That's for you guys to figure out. We don't worry about that. We just try to get ready to play one game at a time and try to play a whole lot better than we did last time out. We still have a lot of sorry plays here and there that haven't quite cost us some games. It cost us 1. But other than that, we've been very fortunate to have the record we have right now. We all realize that, and we're still trying to play a bunch better. So we'll see if we can do it.
How far will this game go towards letting you know just how much work you have to do to really get the team where you want it to be?
Have no idea. We haven't played it yet. After we play it, ask me that, okay?
On Sunday, Coach, you talked about Stephen Garcia and how he had earned the respect of his teammates with that dive for the first down. Based on your experience, a quarterback earning the respect of his teammates, is that an ongoing process? Is it something that can develop fairly quickly?
Well, I think he's had the respect, but you earn a little bit more as you go. Anytime you leap in there and throw your body in to make a crucial first down to, possibly win the game, you earn a little more respect. But he had it also. But you just, you keep earning respect everything you do as a player. So that's what I was trying to say. He earned a little bit more. But they've respected Stephen. He's done just about everything we've asked through the summer, preseason workouts and so forth. So he's trying. He still has some miscues here and there, but not nearly as bad as last year. So he's making progress.
With how they play, is this a game that's going to be decided at the lines?
Well, we've gotten to where sometimes we struggle against a lot of teams up front, but then we do some good things also. And our line struggled. Yeah, when one guy struggles in your offensive line, then they all can look, pretty bad, I guess. So the line looks bad, but our guys they're doing better. I think they can play better. Our offensive line can play better. Our defensive line, I think, is playing about as well as we can. Most of those guys. We missed a few tackles last week that hopefully we won't this week. But anyway, the linemen certainly have a big control over every game.
Coach, you coach any differently when your team's a big underdog?
Big underdog? You coach a little differently. You may play a little more wide open, hoping everything hits, than you would. You certainly have no chance playing conservatively against a team like this. unless you feel like your defense, can play very well. If we feel like our defense can stop them most every time, then you can play conservatively. Alabama's got such a good defense. Offensively, they don't have to try a whole lot. They're going to make sure they don't have a bad play that would give the other team a score. So certainly that the strength of your team does determine a lot of the play calling. Florida and LSU last week, they didn't have to throw a whole bunch, run the ball, play defense. So play calling goes with how you feel your team can beat the other guy. Simple as that.
Steve, has the speed of your defense been able to overcome some of the loss of that physicality?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of the speed certainly has helped. We're not real big in there. Of course, Shaq Wilson, about a 210-pound inside linebacker. He doesn't look like most of the guys we play against, but he does a good job as long as we keep those big linemen off of him. Cliff Matthews and Eric Norwood, I think are the two best rush guys in the country. And everybody's got a lot of good ones, but our two guys are as good as everybody now. Can we get Alabama in a throwing game? I don't know. That would be fun if we could. If we could, somehow get ahead by a score or two. I don't exactly know how that's going to happen, but if that could happen late in the game, and I think our pass rush would give them some problems if it comes to that. But we'd have to get ahead before it would come to that type of game.
Steve, what is it about Coach Saban's schemes that make him so effective on defense?
Well, first of all, like all coaches, he is one of the best recruiters in the country, and that's why he's one of the best coaches. I put him in the top 4 or 5 coaches in the country, and he and his staff do a super job there. And then they're just sound. They're very sound on defense. They play a lot of the same coverages everyone else plays. They just play them a lot better, disguise them more. But they are a come after you type defense. They don't want to concede a 2-yard run. If they tackle you behind the line, they try to do it. Most plays, not all the time, but they're an attacking type defense. But they still, lay back when it's time to and so forth. But it's played fundamentally very sound, very good.
Coach, when you look at their defense, what do you think about Orlando McClain, what he does at linebacker?
Oh, they're all very good. He must be number 32, is he? Let's see here. Well, he's 25. Okay, we've been watching number 32 up there, Eric Anders, a lot, trying to figure out who's going to block him when he comes. He's a big, strong guy. Looks a little bit like Jasper Brinkley in there, 6'4", 260, and so forth. Yeah, he's one of many. Of course, they got the big defensive lineman. He'll be as big as about anybody. They list him at 354. That might be a little on the underside if you see him on tape. Terrence Cody, but he's active too. He moves around. Usually those big guys like that play offense, but he's a defensive tackle in there that can move around. So hopefully we can slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, I was asking you about Cody. This is the biggest challenge yet for Garrett and Mule in there and the inside trying to block Cody.
At 91 from Kentucky, Corey Peters gave us all we could handle last week. He smashed us up pretty good at times. Cody would probably be the biggest, most physical guy we've had to block thus far this year, sure.
Was that fourth quarter maybe good for the run game confidence going into a test like this?
Our draw plays, yeah, we popped a couple of draw plays last week, fortunately, to get us in position to have a chance to win the game. We certainly didn't knock them backwards too much. But Kentucky, they played Alabama tough. They got a good defensive line. They really do. So anyway, we'll see if we can make a few yards here and there.